Welcome to our 2020 Linn County Virtual Fair 4-H FFA Poultry Show.
And our first class is the American, and this is our first entry.
Looks like they got a nice wash job. They really did a good job of getting this bird presentable. He's got a rose comb, which I can see is a fairly decent rose comb. It flows back like it should. It's got to have a point on the back. The one wing I can see is a very nice, all the primaries there, all the secondaries are there, no broken feathers. Looks like a nice large bird for the breed. Feet, they're not crooked toes, they're a little bit bent, but that's just the way he's standing there. But otherwise, a really nice bird. So that'll be a blue.
And this is our next entry.
Okay. Looks like we got a Welsh summer here. He's got a rose comb also. He's got a really nice comb on him. He's a barred bird. He's got good barring through his neck, his hackle, a nice comb on him, a nice tail for that kind of bird. A lot of times those birds will have a shorter, not a very full tail, but he has a very nice tail. Like I said, he has a rose comb too, a nice comb. His wings are in really good shape. Just wish I could get a hold of him, but no, I can't see any defects on him. His legs look good. On these clean-legged birds, you want to have clean legs. You can't have any stubs or no feathers in between the toes or anything like that. So it's he's got a nice stylish looking head to him. He's got a nice masculine head. So that'll be a blue also.
All right, and this is your class.
That's the class. Okay.
Yes.
So you want to champion. Go back to the white one again, would you? Could you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, go back to the two, please. Okay, I'm going to go with the white for champion. Just the fact that between the two of them standing here, he has more correct body style. The other one has a nice body style. His tail is getting a little high. And by a little high, I mean all them birds need to have like a 45 or less. It can't be over a 90. If it gets over a 90, and he doesn't have a 90, but it's getting close to getting that tail up there, he needs to have a little more tail going gradually back over them. But they're both really nice birds, but the champion will be the white one.
All right, thank you. And our next class is the American Hen. And this is your first entry.
Okay, Rhode Island red here. I wish they had a better side picture of her. For the side pictures, I want to see how those birds stand. Well, Rhode Island red is a blocky bird. They come off and they're kind of a square back. She has a good look. I just wish that head was up farther. She's got a pretty decent head. Her comb is getting a little up high. Rhode Island red they just don't get a really big comb. They get a comb that just lays a little closer. Single comb. She has nice spikes on it. Her wing is a decent wing. On them primaries, you want on the back side or the front side black coming down, which marks on the, and then so when they fold up, that black is sticking there. Her wings are fine. She has a little bit we call bleeding or smutty when that dark gets into the lower part of the feathering. Not a major thing, but that's just something I can see right now. Her feet look good. Rhode Island Reds are notorious for having feathers or stubs, which is a DQ, which is feathers between the toes. I don't see any of that. Pretty nice bird. She could be a little darker through the rear, but overall a nice bird. She'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your next entry.
Okay, another Rhode Island. Looks like, I can't see the coloring. She got a darker, little bit darker neck on her, really nice back on her. I like the way she stands a little better. She's more of a blocky bird. Same thing with the wings. That's a little far picture, but nice wings. They have all their feathering. She just could have a little more marking on her wings. That's not a major thing, but that's just something when you get down to. We used to show really good. My kids are done now, but Rhode Island Reds, and you get them Rhode Island Reds, they'll be almost, if you're in a room, they'll be almost look black when it's a dark room. So these are a little light, but these look like more like a production Rhode Island Red than really a show type, just on the fact of the coloring. This one's got a nice deep body, so she'll be a blue too.
And this is our next entry.
Okay, I got a silver laced Wyandotte here. Rose comb. Her comb is a little bit rough as far as you want a nice smooth comb that starts out wide, goes back to the point. She has the point. She looks a little rough in her tail. Maybe that's just the way they're holding her. She's got some pretty decent speckling or lacing, because you want them to be laced out all the way through pretty evenly, and that's not a bad job at all. And that, when I look at her back view, you can look down and see there her back is not laced as good, but like I said, that might just be from getting handled and ruffled up a little bit. Nice wings on her, really good lacing. See that white on the front of them, that goes all the way down and gets dark behind. Really nice there. Overall, nice bird. She just maybe a little rough in her feathering on that tail. That one picture staying sideways, she looks like she's a little rough on that tail, but a pretty decent hen, so she'll be a blue.
And this is your next entry.
Okay, this here just a little bit on the side picture. Down below, they do get darker down below on her thigh there, but she has really not much of her markings down there. She's probably got a little better comb. Nice wings. Just a little rougher on her back. Not her back, she's a little, not speckled quite on the back either. I don't know if it's the same, this is the same boys, birds. Two of the same birds as the last ones, same guys?
They are related, but they
okay.
not the same.
All right. Otherwise, she's a nice hen. She'll be a blue.
All right. This is our next entry.
Okay. She has the nice dark coloring. She has the red you need for a showbird. She looks, what is her hatch date?
This one was born on February 1st of 2019.
Okay. 2019. Oh, okay. She has a dark color, good head. She could almost use a little more comb. Nice wings. I like them. The way she's holding it almost looks like a gap there, but she's got a little more coloring. I wish that picture was a little closer on her wing, but she's got the dark. She's got the good stance, other than she needs to have her tail up. But that's probably because the kid, whoever's taking the picture, has her hand there and got her a little nervous. She needs to just come across there and be like a block. But she has a good color, a nice head. She'll definitely be a blue also.
Right. And this is your next entry, 819.
Okay. This here is a golden lace Wyandotte. The first ones are silver lace. This is golden lace. They got the same characteristics, just the gold and the black instead of the silver or the white and the black. Pretty nice hen. I like her body style, but I do not like her lacing. Her lacing gets really lack over her back, really splotchy. It needs to be, laced. Every feather needs a little bit of a lacing on it. Otherwise, a nice shape bird. She's got a nice head on her. Good condition. She looks like a really good condition. She'll be a blue, but she probably won't be able to compete for the top. But she'll still be a blue.
All right. And this is our next entry, 848.
Okay, another silver lace Wyandotte. Nice. Looks like she's got a nice comb, full body. stands there, yeah, she got pretty good lacing over top, just a little bit rougher with her lacing. Nice wings on her, and the kids have done a good job. A lot of fairs you go to, the wings are beat up or they got busted primaries, and you got to have them primaries and secondaries all there, just for the fact that if they're not there, the judge doesn't know if you pulled it or cut it to hide a defect. So you need them primaries there, and I haven't seen a broken primary yet. So really good job there. The kids, they're all nice, presentable birds, nice large bird. These are a big bird, and she looks like a nice large bird. Good feet on her. She'll be a blue also.
This is your next entry, 944.
Okay, this looks like a Americana. Americanas have the pea comb pea comb, cushion comb. The don't really have a lot of definite colorations for these, because they can be all sorts of different colors. Really nice looking hen. She's got the good body style. The rear end view, that tail is nice and full all the way through. Nice wing, and for her coloring, she has good coloring all the way through. Good feet on her, and just a very nice bird. She'll be a blue.
And this is our last bird for this class.
Okay, got a lot of Wyandottes down there. So a nice hen here. She's got a good comb on her. These nice wings. I like that wing on her. That side view is kind of they should have had her stand a little different, but she's kind of cockeyed, so I can't see her profile real well, but looks like a nice big bird, and really decent colored. Just a little dark on the down and below, but that's where they get on. If they're going to get dark, that's where they're going to get dark and be a little off on their coloring. But overall, a nice bird. She'll be a blue.
All right. And this is your class. There are 2 pages, so let me know if you need me to bounce back.
Okay, bounce back then, would you, please? Yeah. Okay, go back again. Okay, the champion's going to be 784. And then I think the reserve's going to be 757. And that's just, she looks a little rough in her tail, but I think that's just the way the picture is. But she's got a really little better marking. So 784, the red, well, and red will be the champion. 757, Joel will be the reserve.
Thank you. And this is our next class, the American Cock. And this is your only entry for this class.
American Cock. So this is a Rhode Island red rose comb. He has a terrible comb. I don't want to, good coloring here, but that comb for a Rhode Island red for it's got to be Rhode Island red, isn't it? Do you have a front view better? Oh no, okay. That comb is really, really large, and he's got good coloring. He's got the really good dark coloring, nice wing. He's got that good front of the wings there. That's dark. I just can't really get past his comb is way too knobby and too large. So he will be, I'm still going to give him a blue just on the coloration. He's the only one in class, but that's about all the farther he'll be able to go.
All right. And our next class is the Asiatic Pullet, and this is your first entry, 794.
Okay, we got a coach in here.
Hey, before we get to the Asiatic, we need to pick a overall champion for American class and an overall reserve.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So these were your champion and reserve champion from this class.
Yep. Okay.
For this class, your champion.
Okay. The overall champion will be 784, the pullet.
All right.
And then the reserve will be the white rooster.
All right. And This one, $6.95 is your reserve.
Yep.
Right, perfect, thank you. So, here's our next class, the Asiatic Bullet. Oh, wait, was I? Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yep. That's fine.
This one, it's this one next, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so our next class, Asiatic Bullet, and it's your first entry, $7.94.
Okay, we got a black Cochin. I think she's black. I can't see it. Is she black? Or she got a little... I think she... Well, she's a Cochin. She needs to be a little fuller through her body. A big Cochin, they need to be huge, fluffy, feathered all the way around like a big ball. She's got good leg feathering. Cochins need to have really fully feathered legs, and their toe in the middle and the outside toe or inside toe. The outside one can be lacking. She's got pretty good wings on her, a decent head. She'll be a blue, but she just needs to be a fuller, deeper bird. You look at that front view, that body, that chest and belly should be down almost to her, where the hackles or the legs start to go out. She's just a little thin through the chest, but a good shaped bird, and she'll be a blue.
And this is your last entry for this class.
Okay, we got a blue Cochin here. Blues are tough to get right. She's a decent colored blue. Blues, they get the hackles and the saddles, especially on a rooster, will be really dark, almost black. The hens are going to be more of a overall blue. She's got good legs, feathering. I look at her front view, her body comes down farther. She's more round. What's her hatch date?
This one was born on 3/1/2020.
Okay, a little younger bird. She's a blue. She's a decent bird, blue. I just wanted, if I could talk to the children, I'll just tell them that they know where blues come from. Blues and blues, when you cross two blues, you'll get half blues, quarter blacks, and a quarter what's called splash, which is not really a good breeding bird, but that's just how the blues are bred, and they're tougher to get right. But this is a decent blue here. She'll be a blue and a nice bird.
All right, and this is your class.
Okay, I'm going to go with $7.95 just for the body style, a little better body style. Decent colored bird. The other bird's all right bird. She just needs to be a fuller, deeper bodied bird.
All right, and our next class is the Asiatic Hen. And this is your first entry, $4.42.
Okay, we got another blue here. This is the, they don't say what she is, do they?
I don't have that in my notes.
Well, Asiatic, you have to have the feather legs. She's got feather legs, but boy, is she lacking if she's supposed to be a blue coach. She might be crossed up with something here.
This is a blue Lyndshane.
Okay, there we go. That's why I like to talk to the kids. Some of these birds I don't get to see very. Okay, well that's a different story then. And she's correct in her legs. They need feathering on their legs, feathering down their outside toe, and maybe a couple on the inside middle toe. They're a totally different style of bird than a Cochin. They're more of a Mediterranean type style for their neck and their heads and their body style. They don't need to be big around. They're more of a tall bird. She's blue. She got the nice dark on her neck, goes down to her back. Nice wings on her. Everything's there. Toes are, she got feathers down both sides. I think she got enough feathers on the middle toe, so she'll definitely be a blue.
Mm-hmm. And this is your next entry, $7.68.
Okay, we got a light Brahma here. That's called the Colombian markings. A lot of different birds have that marking with the dark heads. She does a nice job. Dark head, stops, and then starts back at the tail. You don't want that speckling in their backs. A lot of these Brahmas anymore, especially from hatcheries, they just get all speckled to the back. You got to have a dark neck, stop, and go through the back until you get to the tail, and it can start up again. Wings are nice. They could be a little smoother in their coloring. They kind of get splotchy out there. Really nice primaries on her. So you got all of them are. What's her hatch date?
March 15th, 2017.
Ooh, okay. So she's been around a while. Wow, that's a pretty good looking bird for being that old. She's been around a while, and they kept her. You can tell you kept the roosters away from her because she's not picked up, and she's not all rough. Usually kids bring me old birds, and boy, they got their heads picked and their backs are all ripped up, and she's got a nice little comb on her. They don't want much of a comb. Good feathering down her legs, so she'll definitely be a blue.
All right. And this is your next entry, 789.
Okay. We got another one here. She's really colored a little better yet. I just wish she was standing a little better in that one picture. Look at her back view, that view of her from the back. That head comes down there so nice. Stays dark, stops. I just wish her tail was sticking up. I'm not going to knock them on that. Sometimes I like to see the bird standing in the cage in their natural stance. So you can show how they show. These birds that have hands on them, they're not going to really show well. Just the fact that there's a hand on them, and they get a little tense or a little, worked up, so they're not going to stand right. Really good feathering on her legs. She's got the good coloring, a nice, deeper, thicker bird. She might be actually Colombian, whatever, but she's that Colombian color. She'll definitely be a blue.
Mm-hmm. And this is your last entry for this class.
Okay, another nice bird here. You got the good markings. How old is she? What's her hatch date?
This one, February 2nd, 2016.
Okay. All right. Another good bird. She's got the coloring. I like her wings. Those wings are a little better colored. You got the white on the front there, and it goes dark and stays dark. Good coloring on her neck, her back. She stands decent. Good tail view. That tail opens up wide. All the tail feathers are there. Just an overall really nice bird. She will definitely be blue.
Right. And this is your class.
This is it, or was there more?
That was it.
Okay.
The 4 birds.
Can I go back to 789 once?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now go to 945, please. Two really nice birds. I'm going to go with 945 as the champion, and then that other, go back again once. 789 will be the reserve.
All right. Perfect.
Just wish I could get my hands on these birds, but that's the way it is. Maybe next year.
I'm going to check. Okay. So next is our Asiatic cock, and this is our first entry, 443.
Okay, we have a blue Lyndshane here again. He's got a single comb. He has some issues with his comb. He gets up top there. He needs to have like 5 spikes. He's got a lot of, I can't see if they're coming off the side. If they got a side stub or sprig, it'll be a disqualification. I do not see that. He just has a lot of extra points up there, which if they're all in line is all right. I just got to point that out. Pretty decent blue coloring on a male. He's dark on top, gets a little lighter. A decent tail on him, what I can see of his tail. Yeah. I'm gonna give him a red, just the fact that his comb is kind of messed up. So we're gonna go red on him.
All right. And this is our final entry for this class.
Okay, we got a decent rooster here. His comb is a little bit large too, but nothing too out of the ordinary here. I wish we had a better standing picture. He's kind of squunched down there, like he's running away from me. Okay, how old is he?
This one was born on January 13th of 2020.
Okay. Am I looking right? His toes have no toenails?
Can't tell.
I don't see any toenails on that right foot. Or am I looking wrong?
I'm not sure. Ted, do you know?
Can you see that? I think you see that better than me.
I can't see it any better than you can.
Okay.
I'm looking. I can't really see it either.
I don't see any toenails, do you?
Nothing that I can really see. No.
Okay.
I mean, there's a couple really short ones. It looks like possibly.
All right. Well, both these birds have a couple issues. He needs to have a toenail, and I can't see it. That's the trouble. But I don't see it. I mean, I don't think of the toenail there. Decent enough bird, but this class, they're both going to be reds, and then there will be no champion in this class.
All right. Okay, so our next class is the English Pullet, and this is our first entry.
She's a nice, what's the hatch date on her?
10/1/2019.
10/1?
Yeah, so October 1st.
Oh, she's under here. All right. Nice deep body, black. I think she's an Australope. I can't see the bottom of her feet. Oh, yep. She's an Australope. She's got the pinkish feet there. Nice style for an Australope. They need to be a nice big black bird, round body. They want a nice head on them. We don't want a big comb. She's got a nice comb on her. Really smooth. You can't really see in these pictures, but when you look at a black Australope, a really good one, they got what's called a beetle green sheen. If you get them in the light and you get them black feathers, and you can just get there, the little green sheen that shows on them. It's really, really makes a showbird pop. And I'm taking, she has it. I can't see it on these pictures, but overall, a really nice bird, deep body, nice wing, nice feet, just really good. She'll be a blue.
All right. And this is our last entry for this class.
Okay, here's the younger bird. She needs a, what's her hatch date?
This one was February 25th of this year.
Oh, she's older than I looked. Decent buff coloring. She's just, her head needs to be a little more, she's kind of this thin going through. Decent coloring. She just needs to be a little fuller in her body too. Her buff is good, except for like up front, looks like there's a little more splotchy. You want that really a good smooth buff all the way through. Nice wing color. Said sometimes these pictures just do not do them justice, but no, a decent bird. She'll be a blue, but just needs. I just don't like her overall head on her very well.
All right, so this is your class.
Okay, 841 will be the champion.
All right. And did we want to go back and do an overall champ and reserve for Asiatic?
We can, yeah. Okay. We might as well.
Okay. So this is.
Oh no, that was
no.
the only two, right? Those two? No, they were both red, so I didn't give them.
But for overall.
Oh, okay, yep.
So we have these. And these, is that it? Yeah, that was it. So it'd be these two and these ones.
795 one and then 945 one were the champions of the two classes together.
Okay, but I'm gonna mix it up. 945 will be the champion overall.
Okay.
And then 789 was reserve in that class, right? Or that group?
789 was the reserve, yes.
So we're going to go with that way. We'll do 945 will stay, and then we'll keep her as the reserve.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So now we have the English hen.
Ooh, Speckled Sussex. Pretty nice hen here. She's got decent speckling. You look in the book. I got my book here, but you look in the book on a Speckled Sussex, and you don't see it very often, but they're just all the way through speckled. But she's got nice speckling. She has a really nice head on her. Nice body style. She is a really good shape today. Their wings are always funky with the white and the red and the black and stuff. There's not really there is, but not really a defined way of getting them wings right. Her toes, toes or pictures are tough. I think she's got everything there. Nice hen. How old is she? What's her hatch date?
April 16th of 2017.
Okay. She's an older bird too, but and these hens, when they molt out the next year, they usually get more white or speckling. Sometimes they'll change. They'll start out dark, and then but in a few years they'll be a whiter speckled hen. So she hasn't changed a lot. I don't imagine, but she's a nice hen. I like the shape of her. She'll definitely be a blue.
All right, and this is your next entry, 843.
Okay. Another black Australope here, a very nice looking hen, nice deep bodied, nice single comb. They want them combs small and not really small, but you don't want a big old comb like a leghorn or something. I like her profile. Wish her front view was a little better. Overall, her back is she's smooth all the way through. Picture of her toes, everything's there. Looks like no feathers on her. No feathers on her toes or legs. So she will be a blue too, a nice hen.
Right, and this is your last entry for this class.
Another buff here. A little nicer buff. She's a little thicker. Can't see your comb very good. Bad angle, but it looks like everything's all right. Little light in her tail. That tail's getting a little splotchy. Look at her front view. Nice, dark buff all the way through. And she gets back to her tail. It really changes out. It really gets that lighter splotchy. She needs to be that good gold buff all the way through there. A nice shaped bird. She got all her feathers. Not rough in any way. She'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
Okay, the champion will be 843. The reserve will be 779.
Right. And I believe that is it for the English. So if you would like to pick a champion, and I can go back to the last class if you need.
Okay. Yeah, we do.
Okay. This is that last class.
Okay. English, pull it and then go back to the other one. There's the other black hen, right? Yep. Okay, we're going to go with that first. What number was her? The first black.
This one, 841?
Yep, 841.
Right.
And then reserve will be the other black, the
843.
843, yep.
All right. Perfect. So next we have our Mediterranean hen. And this is our only entry for this class.
Okay, nice white leghorn. You don't see many show type white leghorns, and she looks like she might be a show type white leghorn. She has a good deep body on her. She could use a little more comb. Her comb, what's her hatch date?
February 1st, 2019.
2019, okay. She might have lost a little of that comb, but I love her body style. She's a nice bird. She's got a nice straight back. The only thing she's lacking, a big leghorn, white leghorn, they need that comb. They get a big comb and it kind of just rolls over. That's the only kind of not too many birds, you want them almost rolling over, but our white leghorn hen, they do that. Rooster can't do it, but a hen can do it. They got the bird really clean. She's really nice shape, nice wing, everything's there. Feet look good, still got some yellow in them. She must be laying, but not laying real hard because they lose that yellow when they start laying, but she's definitely a nice bird. She'll be a blue.
All right. And our next class is the Mediterranean cock, and this is your first entry, 444.
Okay, just what I said about them rooster. Nice, decent head on him, but look how his comb rolls off to the right. He needs to have that comb going straight down. His side picture looks better, but boy, you can see it there. And it's not a DQ, but it just kind of rolls off there. You got a nice head. He's maybe lacking a little bit in his body style. He could be a little thicker because that picture makes him look like he's all head there. But a decent, I like the white. Look at that white. It's all there. There's not a speck of red in it. Really nice. A decent, nice tail. He's got a nice tail. Good feet on him. Good wings. So he's a blue, but he's pushing it with that comb, getting a little bit over.
Okay.
I like to ask him where they raised him, because sometimes you keep him inside without a lot of sun. That tail, that comb will get bigger if they're inside for some reason and they don't get a lot of sun. I don't know why, but then combs will overgrow. But here's the blue. Okay.
Right. And our last entry for this class is 1026.
He looks like, I can't tell, that eye don't look good. He's got, his comb goes over a little bit, but he has a huge comb, and it's almost, both these roosters got little funky combs. His white is not near as nice. That white has either got dirt in there or it's red, but they can have like 30% red without a DQ. That left eye, I can't tell. It looks like it's there, but it's just a tough picture to see. It doesn't, should be yellowish, but he's a little rough. What's that? Oh, okay.
Oh, I was just going to say, it looks like the picture was taken inside, so there might be a flash on the camera,
Okay.
so his eye might be showing red from the flash.
Okay, perfect. He's a little rougher in his tail. He's a nice enough bird, just a little not smooth. I don't know if they just washed him. The other picture standing there looks a little nicer. He'll be a blue too. They just both have some issues with their combs, but a decent enough bird, so he'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
Okay, they're neither one are perfect, but I'm gonna go with 444 Kira. That'll be the best rooster. He's got the best view here. I just don't like the way his comb is starting to come over, but overall a nice bird. Just compare the whites. Look at the two whites on him. That one's perfect white, and that one there's got a lot of red coming in his. And the left bird, Kira's, is just a more showy bird first. She's got him really prepared up nice. So 444 will be champion.
All right, and that is the end of our Mediterraneans. So would you like to pick a champion for Mediterranean?
Sure.
All right, so these are those two, and then this was the other one.
Okay, well, the Pollux will be the champion, 786. And the rooster will be, Kira, 444 will be the reserve.
Perfect. So our next class is Continental Pollux, and this is our first entry, 636.
Okay, looks like we got a golden campine here. And nice enough bird. Looks like she might have a little white on her feathers. Decent comb. Colored up pretty decent. They're not a big bird. They're not supposed to be a real big bird. Decent coloring overall. Front's buff, and the back is nice and colored up, so she'll be a blue.
Right. And our next entry is 801.
Okay, here we got a partridge rock type. What class was this again?
This is your Continental Pollux class.
Continental. Does they say what kind of bird it's supposed to be?
I do not have that in my notes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm seeing the feathering on the toes and not, I'm just trying to figure out because she's got the coloring of the rock, like a partridge coloring. She's got a nice head on her, really good shape. The coloring nice. She's got it in her feathering, and her neck comes down and stops and gets going on her back. Decent comb on her. Good feet. She's not standing up very good for that picture by the jug, but she'll be a blue too.
All right. And this is our last entry for this class, 838.
Okay, we got a salmon favril. Salmons, they have the extra toe. So she's got that right. She got the nice muff or beard. Good coloring. They want that kind of a smooth, they're kind of tough to get right. She's darker, a little darker on top, but they smooth that out over the back. Feathering. Her wings look, I think they're all there. I can't see the one, but nice hen. She'll be a blue.
Okay. And this is your class.
Okay, 838 will be the champion, and 696 will be the reserve.
All right. And our next class is the Continental Cockerel, and this is your only entry for this class.
Okay. We got a nice rooster here. He's getting his tail a little high the way he's standing. He looks like he's kind of fired up there. Decent feet on him. Nice wings. Got a little bit of a hollow in the front of that rose comb, but not bad at all. So he will be a blue. He could be a little smoother over the tail head there, the saddle, where it comes down and starts out. He could be a little more filled in there, but otherwise a nice bird. Nice white on his things.
So our next class is the Continental Hen, and this is our first entry.
Okay. She's got nice feathering, a decent head on her. That front view, I wish they weren't holding her. And then the side view, they got their hand in the road too, but nice coloring over top. She smooths off. She's got good feathering, a nice big bird, nice yellow feet. Toes are all there. Can't really see any faults with her right now. She will be a blue.
Our next entry, 771.
Okay, another nice hen. She's got the same type of head on her. She's just a little different coloring here. She looks like she might be crossed up with something, but she's got the red coming through her neck and flowing all the way through. They got her nice and clean. I want to make a comment. All these 4-H'ers have done a really nice job of getting their birds prepared, and I'm really, really nice to see that the feathering. Only seen one bird that really wasn't really cleaned up and presented properly, but these are all clean. They all have their feathers, so they're doing a really good job that way. Nice feet on her. Everything's smooth, so she'll be a blue.
Okay. This is our last entry for this class.
There, she's got a little better pitch of standing. She's standing there, it's nice. She's got a nice head on her. Can't tell. I don't know if her wing is weak there. She's got it wide open, but I think her hand's in the road. They want that feather. If you do this again, have them open that feathers up without having her, keep their hands out of the road. Just so, looks like she's got a split wing, but I can't tell because I can't see if her hand is holding them wings out. Otherwise, a nice bird, pretty smooth, pretty correct in her structure. So she'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 659 Trenton Champion. And then go back to 771, would you? We'll go with 771 reserve.
All right. And that is the end of our Continental. So we'll have you pick a Continental Champion and Reserve Champion.
Okay.
So this was your hen class.
Okay.
Here's your last one. And the poet.
Which was the hen class again?
That was the
Oh.
last one.
Okay, go back to that salmon there. That's going to be the champion. 838. And then the reserve will be 696.
All right. Thank you. So our next class will be all other standard breeds pullet. And this is your first entry.
Okay, we have the Americana. Nice looking hen. She's got a little bit of a muff. Now that was birds there. Some will have a muff or a beard and some won't, and they don't have to have a beard. But sometimes you put a trio together and kids have one with and two without, or two. It's nice to have them all the same. But this here's a nice bird. She's got good coloring, really good shape, smooth over her back. Feathers are all there. She'll definitely be a blue.
All right. And this is your last one for this class.
Another one, this is just the blue phase. Another nice bird here. Smooth overall. I wish I had a better side view of her. I kind of got her coming in. Good slate colored leg. A nice bird. She'll be a blue also.
And this is your...
Okay, 989 will be the champion.
Perfect. And our next class is all other standard breeds cockerel. And this is your first entry.
Okay.
And I believe this is your only entry for this class.
Okay. Nice enough rooster here. He's got a good pose there. He needs his tail. Those tails don't come up real high either. When they come out, they kind of come gradual. I think his comb's all right. I can't see it real well. He's out. What's his hatch date?
February 22nd, 2020.
Not a real old bird yet, and they take a little while to fill out. Nice wings on him, all filled out. Good coloration. Upright. He's a good bird. He'll be a blue.
All right. And our next class is all of our standard breeds.
Okay.
It's your first entry.
It's just an older version of some of the other ones. Nice bird here. She's got the nice comb. Those kind of combs are not supposed to be very big. Coloration is good. I mean, like I said, their coloration can be all over the board. You got a nice head on her. Looks like a pretty good body style on her. Wings are all there. Yeah, shield feathers there. Yeah, she'll be a blue.
All right. And our next entry, 796.
She's got a really nice pronounced muff or beard on her. Good, clean, fully feathered hen. Feet are nice. Really good looking wings and everything else. So she will definitely be a blue also.
And this is your last entry for this class.
Another nice hen. You can see all the varieties of colors this breed has. They're all over the board with that class with coloration. A nice hen, really nice wing. Look at that wing. You open them wing up, you don't want to see much. Some birds want that thin feather, but some of them, you open up, you want them feathers just to fill everything in, and she does a really nice job of that. Stands really nice. I like that picture, her standing. Over her back is really nice. Good feet on her. Just stand there. So she will definitely be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
1220 will be the champion, and 796 will be reserve.
Perfect. And this is the end of your all other standard breeds division. So this was your hen class. And this was your cockerel class. And this was your pullet class.
Okay. Go back to the hen class. The 1220 will be the champion.
Right. Do you have a reserve for this?
Yeah, let's go with 796.
Okay, fantastic. And our next class is Commercial Egg Production Hen. And this is your first entry.
Just a single hen for egg production, right? No trios or nothing.
No, there's no trios. It's just a single hen for each.
Okay, all right. Let's hear, you want them, the birds to look nice because it's a show, but their emphasis is on egg production. Now, this would be a good egg laying hen. She got a good comb on her. She's in really good shape. What's her age? What's her hatch date?
For 775, it was May 7th, 2019.
Okay, so she's been around a while. She's a nice bird. She's in good shape. She's in really good shape for that age, and she's probably laying hard right now. So she'll be a blue.
All right. This is your next entry, 1152.
This is a kind of a commercial production hen, which is that's what egg production hens are. She's not like a purebred. They're a crossbred that gets some nice brown eggs out of them. Nice shape hen, really good condition. She's just a nice hen. She'll be a blue too.
Next entry, 1221.
Little different style hen here for egg production. She's going to be a good egg layer. Maybe not like them first two, just the fact that she's a bigger hen and she's gonna, I mean, she's egg production. She's fine. She's gonna be egg production, but she's not really like the breed of the egg productions. They all lay good eggs and won't lay eggs. Some breeds are just better at it. She's a little bigger hen, so she's gonna take a little more energy and feed probably to lay her eggs, but she's a nice hen, but they got a really good shape. She will be a blue.
All right. And our last entry for this class is 1323.
Another nice hen, big hen, nicely feathered, nice head on her and everything. She's probably really producing eggs all right. Her feet look like they're okay yet. So she will be a blue also.
Right, and this is your class.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 775 as champion, 1152 as reserve.
And our next class is Commercial Egg Production Cock, and this is your only entry for this class.
Egg production cock, okay. Now this here is a buff Brahma, which is not really an egg production breed. I mean, they're all gonna lay eggs and he's the only one in there. He's a nice enough bird. But egg production, you think more on the lines of like a Mediterranean, the leghorns and the stuff like that. But he's a good enough bird. He's in good shape today, so he'll be a blue.
All right, and that is the end of our commercial egg production division. If you want to pick the champion, this was your hen class and then your cock.
Okay. It'll be the same as before, the 775 and 1152.
All right, fantastic. Next is our mixed breed pullet class, and this is your first entry.
Okay, what do you mean by mixed breed?
Ted?
Mixed breed is going to be basically mutts.
Okay.
So you get, two different.
That's fine. Yep.
Breeds put
I just-
together.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we got looks like if she's mixed, she's a pretty good mix because she looks like a black Australope You got nice pink on the bottom of her feet. That's how you tell a black Australian. So pinkish white on the bottom of their feet, and like a black giant, which is a very similar looking chicken, have a yellowish bottom. Really nice hen. I mean, I'm not so certain she's a mixed mutt. She's got a nice head on her. She's got deep body and a nice hen. She'll be a blue.
All right. And next entry is 1234.
Here's when you get them splashes. This is a splash out of a black and a blue. You get these splash. Nice enough hen here. That's just a hard color to judge because they're splash, and there's really no definite standard perfection book for or splash. They're definitely part of the breeding system because they need them to put back in for the other ones. But a nice hen, she'll be a blue.
All right. And our last entry for this class is 1239.
Okay. Now that one does look like a mutt because she got a different comb on her laying over. Nice enough hen. Little rough in her tail, but nothing terrible. Just a nice overall hen, good feet. Looks like she's got good wings on her and everything. She'll be a blue.
All right. And this is your class.
855 will be the champion, and 1234 will be the reserve.
All right. And our next class is mixed breed hen. And this is your first entry, 602.
Okay. Okay, she's got a muff, which is fine. She's a crossbred. She's got 6. Looks like she got an extra toe, which is fine. All her feathers are there. Nice looking little hen. Colored up really nice. Nice comb on her. I like her comb. So she'll be a blue.
All right. And our next entry is 854.
Well, listen here. We got the golden lace Wyandotte crossed with something. Something that gave her kind of a pea comb. Nice hen. Really good shape. Feathered up really nice. Her feet are clean and nice and straight. So she'll be a blue too.
Our next entry is 1028.
Another nice hen here. She's got, the one toe was a little off on that right foot, missing a toenail. Wings are all right. Comb's all right. She'll be a blue. She's missing that toe a little bit there.
Our next entry is 1149.
Listen here. She's been around a while, looks like. She's got straight comb. She's missing all of her points, though. So take it she had a straight comb one time and got frozen off. A little rougher in her feathering. She's just not quite in the shape of the rest of them today. She's going to be a red, just she's a little rough, and I don't like her comb. So she'll be a red.
And our last entry for this class is 1330.
Nice little black hen here. You can see that little beetle green sheen showing in that picture there. Nice hen. She got a nice head on her. She's standing real good for me there, but she's looking at me. That one looks good. So she'll definitely be a blue.
Right, and this is your class.
I'm going to go with, go back to 854 once, would you?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to be the champion. Let's stop right there a minute. Which one was that? Go back to one more back. Nope. One more, I think. Right there. Who was that? Okay, she's the one missing the toe. So, okay, we'll go back. You can go back to the main picture then. And I'll go with 602 as a reserve.
Right. And that is the end of our mixed breed division. So this is your hen class, and this is your pullet class.
Okay, and the pullets I went with 855, right?
Yes.
Okay, she's going to be the overall. I'll go back to the hens in a minute. And 854 was the champion here, right?
Yes.
She'll be reserve.
All right. Perfect. And our next class is Bantam Game Hen. This is our first entry, 645.
Okay, we got a nice little barred hen here. This is game, right?
Yes, Bantam Game.
Okay. These you got nice little birds. They're tiny little birds. She's got pretty good speckling or barring. Maybe it could be a little closer together on these hens. A decent comb. They don't want to get a big comb on them. Let me see. Nice enough feet. Those toenails could use a little trimming, but other than that, nice wings. She'll be a blue.
Right. Our next entry is 646.
Another nice little hen. More of a, she got a nice head on her. I don't really like her coloring quite as well. There's a lot of different game hen colorings too. Really nice wings on her. Nice head. Nice feathering. She's really smooth overall. Nice small hen. Nice feet on her. She'll be a blue.
Our next entry is 649.
Okay, she's got barring, but her barring is more not defined as much. She's just a little bit, how do I want to say it? Just not quite as smooth of her bar, not as good overall color. Nice hen though. There's another one. They need to get them toenails. They need to trim them toenails up a little bit. They're really getting long on them. Nice feathering on her wings. Everything's there. She'll be a blue.
All right. And our next entry is 718.
Another nice little hen here. She's got the barring, a little better barring than the last one, but nice little hen. I don't quite like her head quite as well. Comb's getting a little large, but overall a decent hen. So she'll be a blue too.
All right. And our last entry for this class is 719.
Okay, nice showy little hen here. That picture where she's standing sideways is how they should look. The tail going back a little bit, not too high, not too low. Pretty decent head on her. Feet are all right. Feathering and the wings look good, so she's definitely a blue.
All right. And this is your class.
$719 will be the champion.
All right.
And then just like the style of that one. And I think $718 will be the reserve.
Right, and that is it for our Bantam Game division.
Okay.
So next we have the Bantam Single Comb Clean Legged Hen. This is our first entry, 603.
Bantam clean legged, single comb clean legged.
Yes.
Okay. Listen here, she almost looks like a game hen to me, but that's fine. Comb's all right. She's smooth. She's got all the feathers. She's a very presentable bird. Size-wise, she looks fine. Feet look fine. Wings look good, so she'll be a blue.
All right, and this is our last entry for this class.
Okay. Nice little hen here. What's her birth date? What's her hatch date?
April 19th, 2019.
Okay, so she's been around. Nice little head on her. You don't want a great big comb on them. She's got decent wings. Good shape. Her toes are all there. Nice little hen. She'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
Both nice enough birds. Got, the 607 has just a little bit rougher in the tail and the back. The other one's 603 is a smoother looking bird. So just based on that, I like 607's coloring a little better for the style, but wish I could just handle them. But 603 will be the champion.
All right. And our next class is Bantam Single Comb Clean-Legged Cock. And this is our first entry, 449.
Okay, we have a nice Rhode Island red rooster here. Good coloring. Look at them wings. Look how the nice feathers come down and get that dark all the way on the backside. Good yellow legs. You get that little red in the legs. That's a sign of a good show type. Only thing, I don't got a very good picture. Head picture's all right. His comb is getting large. Without holding him in with these angles, it's hard to tell, you know, sometimes how large it is. That singles headshot looks good, but then when you hold him on that wing shot, his head, but that's, like I said, I'm not going to get too carried away with it because I can't see him. I love his coloring. This is how a Rhode Island red should look for coloring. They would be nice and dark. And wings, I wish I could see them sticking out a little farther, but that barring down the backside is black, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And then it lightens out as it gets out. Just a really nice colored rooster. He's definitely going to be a blue.
All right. And our last entry for this class is 604.
He's an interesting looking young rooster. He's got a nice comb on him. Nice tail on him. I don't really know what breed he is right offhand. He's got them funky feet that, I mean, that's the way they're supposed to be, but that's the way they are. I think it's that comb. Yeah, I said in pictures, just quite nice bird. He'll be a blue. I love his feathering, but he's just, yeah, he's kind of all over the place with his coloring, but a nice bird. He'll be a blue.
All right. And this is your class.
I wish I knew more about that 604 one, because I just need the really nice feathering and everything, but the red, that 449, that's not a very good picture of him right here, but that's the way them Rhode Island Reds look. I just worry about his head a little bit, but I can't really tell if it's the picture taking or it's just the way he is, but he's got everything going for him right. He's got the right body style. He's got the coloring, so 449 will be the champion.
Mm-hmm. And that is the end of our Bantam Single Comb Clean-Legged division. So these were your cocks, and that is your hen class.
Okay, the cock will be the champion, and then the pullet will be the champion pullet will be the reserve.
All right, perfect. And our next class is Bantam Rose Comb Pullet. This is our first entry.
Okay, got a nice little hen here with the rose comb. Wyandotte, white Wyandotte. Wish he was standing up. Nice round. You want that cushion on that tail like that. You want that round body on these white Wyandottes. Notorious for, they got really good feathering, but the white Wyandotte hens, Bantams, are tough to keep their wings because I don't know if it's the white or what, but they have a lot of times you have a hard time keeping them feathers from getting busted up. I don't see a busted feather there. Good feet, good head on her. Wish I could see the comb a little better. I take it. It's there. You got to have a comb and you got to have a point coming out the end. And it looks like it's there. I just can't see it real good. I love the way they got her cleaned up in really good shape. So she's a blue.
Okay. Our next entry and the last one for this class is 805.
Another really nice hen. They must not have cooperated for taking the picture because they don't stand up for me, but she's got the nice head on her. She's got the nice deep body. Over her back is nice and broad, and that comes up to the tail. On top of the tail there, nice and white and puffy, and good wings on her. Really beautifully cleaned up birds. So really nice. I'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
Go back to 450 for me, please. go back to the other one. Okay. This is really tough. Just really two really nice hens here. Both got the good body style. That I don't know how that white right one there, 805. She just really got smoother over top. But this one here just got everything going for her too. 450's just got the good style. Both got the really nice heads. And, this is definitely a pair I wish I had get my hands on and look them over. But well, 50-50 chance here, but I'm going to go with 450, and then that 805 is about as close as behind as you can be without being able to handle them. So two really nice birds there.
All right, and our next class is Bantam Rosecomb Cockerel, and this is our only entry for this class.
Okay. Really nice rooster here. He's got a decent comb on him. You want that comb smooth, stuck to the head. It looks fairly smooth all the way through, going back to the point. Nice lobe on him. He's got a nice style. Good tail, that good wide tail when he gets back. The wings are really good. I don't know where she gets these birds at, but she definitely, these are not hatchery birds. She gets these from breeders. So, feet, really nice feet, nice yellow, nice clean birds. Really good bird. He'll be a blue.
And our next class is Bantam Rosecomb Hen. And this is our first entry.
Bantam Rosecomb Hen. Okay. Nice little head on her. She got the small comb, but she's got the point on it. Feathers are nice. She's clean. She's got the good sheen going on her feathering. Feet look good. Can't find any faults with her. She'll be a blue.
Our next entry is 770.
Okay, another really good bird here. She just, everything's there. Maybe a little better head on her. Nice style to her. Black Wyandotte there. Nice bird. She's got, yeah, she got a little bit of comb maybe on her. So she'll be a blue too. Really good feet, really good wings.
All right, and our last entry for this class is 803.
This is hens, right?
Yes.
Or was it? Okay. Okay. How old is this bird?
This one was born on February 1st of 2019.
Okay. Very nice little hen here. Good shape for an older hen. I just wish that side view she was standing for me, but she's got everything going for her. She's got the full body, nice head, just broad back, feathers are there, clean as a whistle, just really, really good job. She'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
Go back to 770. Go back to the white one now. Really tough class too. Really good birds. Give the kids credit when you see them. Really nice job. I'm going to go with 803 here. Just tough to beat. That black's nice, but this one's got a little better head on it, I think. So 803 with the champion, and then 770 will be the reserve.
And our next class is Bantam Rosecomb Cock, and this is our only entry for this class.
Nice black Wyandotte rooster here. Good head on him. Nice wing. Nice tail. He's got the shape. Sometimes those blacks, I've had them that get a little too large. Well, you can't tell. He is getting a little large as far as judging there, but sometimes you like to see him with another rooster. He's probably getting a little tall, but nice shape, comb, head shape, body. He's got the good tail on him, really smooth, so he'll be a blue.
Right. And that is the end of our Bantam Rose coat division. So this is the cock, and then these were the hens, and then the cockerel, and finally the pullets.
Okay. Go back to the cockerel once. Okay, and I'll go back to the hen. Okay, the first pullet will be the champion overall. The winner there, well, that was 450, right? Yep.
And do you have a reserve?
The reserve, I'm going to keep it right here with 805.
All right. Perfect. So our next class will be any other clean-legged bantam hen. And this is our only entry for this class.
Okay, nice little hen here. Got a nice head on her. Wings are all there. Feet are all right. Feathering's really good. Nice little hen, so she'll definitely be blue.
All right. And our next class is Bantam Feather-Legged Pullet.
Okay, we got a nice Cochin here. What do you call the coloring? I can't think of the coloring right now, but nice head on her. Look at that round body on her. She's got everything. Her front view with them feathers go all the way out on the ground, and she's that round ball, perfect shape. Really nice. I wish I could see her back a little better for the coloring, but she gets that light and she comes down and really looks nice. Definitely be a blue there.
All right. And our next class is Bantam Feather-Legged Hen, and this is our first entry.
Nice little hen. Big old eye on her. Nice little comb on her. Good feathering. And the wings are nice. She looks smooth over her back. Maybe a little bit large, but not bad at all. So she'll be a blue.
And our next entry is 624.
Another nice little hen, maybe a little rougher in her feathering over her back. When you look at that picture there, she looks a little rough, but otherwise her wings are, I think they're all there. Maybe a few secondaries are gone. I can't tell. But nice enough hen. She'll be a blue.
All right. And our last entry for this class is 825.
Okay. She's got some funky coloring going on here. She's a Brahma hen or a Colombian hen with the picture doesn't do her justice. Or she got the white flecking and then she got that yellow over top. So she's kind of funky in her coloration there, but she's a nice, presentable hen. She's got all her feathers and stuff, so she'll be a blue.
All right, and this is your class.
I'm going to go with 445, and then 825, I guess, will be second.
All right. And our next class is Bantam Feather-Legged Cock, and this is our first entry, 447.
Looks like a little black Lyndshane here. Nice rooster, really nice head on him. Like his head, I like his body style. Good wings. Feathering looks good down the toes and in the back there. So he'll definitely be a blue.
All right. And our next entry is 655.
Millie Flurry here. He's got, his comb's all right. You can tell he's seen a couple of winters. Looks like they got nubbed off just a little bit. Pretty good coloring. A little bit rougher in that head. And nice bird here, so he'll be a blue too.
All right. And our last entry for this class is 788.
Got a blue Silky here. Can't see his comb very good. The other one, they have a walnut comb. It needs to be a blocky, square comb on their head. I cannot see it right very good. Oh, maybe. Looks like it's more of a thin comb. Silkies, they have extra toes, black skin, wings. That's the way their wings are supposed to look. Look like they're beat up, but that's the way they are. I just wish I could see his comb better. He needs to have a more of a walnut comb on him, but overall, good color bird. He'll be a blue. I just can't really see that comb that well.
All right, and this is your class.
447 will be champion, 655 will be reserve.
Okay, and that is the end of our Bantam feather-legged division. So these were the cocks, and these were the hens, and then finally we have the pullet.
Okay, the pullet 809 will win it, and then the black cock will be the champion.
This one?
Right here. Already the reserve, yep.
All right.
447 will be the reserve, yep.
Okay, so our next class is Duck, Light, and Bantam Breed Young Duck. And this is our first entry, 625.
Okay. We have a runner duck here. Looks like a cross, or not a cross, but the coloration is like a fawn. What's the hatch date on this bird?
For entry number 625, was born April 4th, 2020.
Okay. So that duck has come a long ways in a short time. It's a nice looking duck. They need to stand up straight. I can't see how he's standing, but otherwise it's got good feathering. Everything looks good, so it'll be a blue.
And our next entry is 651.
Here's another one, a little maybe better coloring. They get that mixed fawn and coloring in them, and the funky beak on him there, but he'll be a blue too. He's got everything, nice wings, just everything's looking good, so he'll be a blue.
Okay. Our next entry is 684.
Here we have like a young hen. Everything's there. He's not standing very well, but she's looks like a good enough duck hen there. What was her age?
This one was also born April 4th, 2020.
Okay, all right, so the same thing. So she'll be a blue too.
All right. Next entry is 777.
Okay, we got to run all these Indian runners here, but nice enough. Looks a little bit, maybe not quite as smooth as feathering, but it's June and they don't really feather in good until it gets to fall. But got everything going, nice head on it, nice wing, so that'll be a blue also.
Our next entry is 787.
Here's a little smoother one, a little nicer head on it, just a little fuller. What's the age on? Same age?
Same age.
Okay. That'll be a blue.
Okay. And our last entry for this class is 824.
Okay. Another nice one here, standing up straighter. Maybe quite as smooth in his feathering right now, but looked like he was just washed too. A little rougher on his belly there. Standing up straight, those kind, they stand up. You ever see the picture of them or see them in the cage, they'll stand up really tall and straight. That'll be a blue too.
Right, and this is your class. So there's 2 slides.
Okay, go back, will you? All right, that's a tough class because they're all This is one class where I really need to see them in a cage or how they stand naturally, because they're all the runner type that stand up. Go back one more time, would you please? 787 is probably the smoothest bird here for feathering, maybe more correctly colored, but he's not going to be standing up like the other ones that I can tell. I like his head a little better. Wish I could see him standing. Go back one more time, please. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to go with 787, right or wrong. He's just a little more smooth on the pictures and looks a little nicer. And then, okay, reserve. Go back to the other thing. Reserve will probably be it will be 625, I think. Yeah, 625.
All right. Next class is Duck Light and Bantam Breed Young Drake. And this is our only entry for this class.
Okay. Light and Bantam, you said?
Yes, Duck Light and Bantam Breed.
Okay, this is a crossbred. I don't know where he got him, but that's fine. He's got a little bit of a top knot, or I call him top knot, but it's the top knot. Well, not the proper word. What's the proper? Whatever. He's got a little crossing going. That's where that came from. He's got some runner in him from the coloring. Looks like he's nice feathered. He's just, I mean, if you're going to be in that breed, he shouldn't be crossbred with that crested. That's crested breed. He's got a little crest on him, and it's crooked crest. So he'll be a blue, but he's just, yeah, he's a crossbred or something, and he's got that crest on him. And otherwise, a nice looking duck, nice and smooth. They got him very presentable. So he'll still be a blue, but he's just kind of in the wrong class right there. So.
And our next class is Duck Light and Bantam Breed Old Duck. And our first entry is 588.
Okay, now there's a good picture of a runner. She's standing up there, so nice, good feathering, nice yellow feet, wings are all there, nice head. I like her picture. I can actually see how it's supposed to be standing there. So definitely be a blue.
And our last entry for this class is 593.
Another nice hen here. She's walking there. It's a pretty good picture. Nice head on it. Nice neck on her. Wings. Everything looks like it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be as far as style. So I'll be a blue also.
All right. And this is your class.
588 will be champion.
Next we have Duck Light and Bantam Breed Old Drake. And this is our first entry.
Okay. Nice Drake here. Looks pretty smooth. I wish they could let him go like that hen walking, but nice looking duck. He's got a good bill on him. Feet look good. Feathers, wings look good. He'll be a blue.
And our last entry for this class is 654.
Okay, another nice one. Everything looks like it's there. Standing up nice and straight, so he'll be a blue also.
Okay, and this is your class.
613 will be the champion.
Okay, and that is the end of our Duck Light and Bantam Breed division. So these are the old drakes and our old ducks. And I believe this is our young drake.
Okay.
And then our young ducks.
Okay, go back to the old ducks. Right there. 588 will be the champion.
Okay.
And then go back to the, I think the young duck.
Young. Drake or duck?
Duck.
This is our young duck class. So it's these two and then these four.
And then 77 will be reserve.
Okay. This is the duck medium breed old duck.
Okay.
And your first entry 658.
Okay. They got a run on this colored duck down there, don't they? That's good. Nice hen here. It's nice and smooth, feathered. Standing up. Can't see it very good. Standing up all right. Really good feathering though, so she'll be a blue.
All right. And our next entry and the last one for this class is 683.
Another nice hen, maybe not quite as smooth in its feathering. These ducks all got a little, maybe something else in them because they got really, their beaks are kind of different colors and off colors and stuff like that, but that's sometimes part of this breed. This will be a blue also.
All right, and this is your class.
658 will be the champion.
Okay. And that is the end of our medium breed division. So we'll move on now to the heavy breed division, and this is the young duck class. And this is our only entry for this class.
Okay, we got a peek in here. They get to be a great big duck. You don't ever see the really good, great big ones at many shows, but this looks like a good enough bird. What's the hatch date?
For entry number 587, February 20th, 2020.
Wow. How do you get a duck to hatch in February? That's good. These here, they're made for eating. That's what they're bred for. And this is going to be a good representative bird. They don't really get all fully done until this fall when it gets cool. They get all their feathers in. They're a lot easier to pluck, and then they get their chest all filled out because they'll be a big bird. Nice looking duck, nice and clean. So that'll definitely be a blue.
All right. And our next class is duck heavy breed young Drake. And this is our only entry for this class also.
Young Drake. There's a nice duck. He's a big duck. He's got some nice head on him. He's nice and white, nice and clean. A really nice, there's a nice beak in there. So that'll be a blue.
Okay. And now we have our old duck for the duck heavy breed division. And this is our first entry.
Another nice beak in here. He's older, so he should be as big as he's going to get probably. Nice shape. Fully feathered out. Looks like a very decently large bird, so he'll definitely be a blue.
And our last entry for this class is 946.
Here we got a Muscovy, buff Muscovy, which is very nice. They make good eating ducks. They fly around. A little rougher in its feathering. And that's part of the time of the year. On his wing there, the back down towards his body is kind of missing a few feathers. He'll definitely be a blue, but she's pretty young right now, or pretty rough right now. So that'll be a blue yet though.
Great. And that is the end of our heavy breed division. So these were the ducks.
Okay. The 685 will be champion.
All right. So now for this division, we have the old ducks and we have the one young Drake and the one young duck.
Okay.
We have these two for the old duck. Oh, those were the medium breeds. So never mind on those.
Yep.
The young duck, the young Drake, and then the old ducks.
Okay, the young Drake will be the champion.
All right, so there's our champion.
Yep.
Do you have a reserve?
Yeah, go back to the young hen for a minute, would you? Nope. Right there. That'll be the reserve.
Okay, fantastic. So now we are moving on to our pigeons, and this is our hen division. This is the only entry we have for this class.
Okay. Okay. Nice enough looking pigeon. I'm not the biggest pigeon. I know pigeons, but I'm not an expert on pigeons. I'll tell you that right up front. We got the nice blue slate coloring here. She looks like she's all feathered out. Sometimes pigeons, you like to just see how they stand too, and everything's there, but she looks like all of her feathers are there. Nice feet, nice red feet, nice clean. Just a nice enough pigeon, so she'll be a blue.
All right, and that is it for our pigeons. So now we have our fun classes, and first we have our costume contest, and this is your only entry for this.
Well, good, it's only entry. That way I don't have to disappoint anybody. That looks very nice. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but it looks like she's uncomfortable, but no, that's a very nice job by the girl, whoever, Victoria, good job.
Okay, and next we have our selfie contest, and our first entry is from Michaela with her bird, and then our second is from Jorge.
Go back. Well, that's a tough one, but I'm going to go with Michaela.
Okay. And next we have our ugly bird contest. So this is our first entry. And our last entry.
We'll go with that one.
All right. And next we have the best bird contest. So this is our first entry from Michaela.
What do you mean best bird contest?
So this was just the prettiest picture for
Okay.
their birds, or the prettiest bird that they thought they had. So this is 811, Michaela, and then another one from Michaela, but this is the same entry. And then we have one from Jorge, one from Victoria, and another one from Victoria.
Okay, go through them one more time quick, please.
Okay, so these were the two Victoria and Jorge, and one from Michaela and the other from Michaela.
Okay, go back to that rooster with his headshot. Not that one. Right there. I like that one. Victoria, 1080.
We would like to thank our judge, our 4-H and FFA exhibitors, their families, our volunteers, our staff, and our 2020 4-H Fair recognition and trophy donors. Thank you for watching.